From JBS Studios in Greater New York, this is the JBS News Update with Teisha Bader.
I'm Teisha Bader with the JBS News Update for Wednesday, October the 13th, 2021. Israel's Foreign Minister Yair Lapid met today with U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken, first one-on-one, and then together with the Foreign Minister of the United Arab Emirates, Sheikh Abdallah bin Zayed Al Nahyan, for a trilateral meeting. The three then gave a joint press conference this afternoon addressing a number of issues, including Iran, progress made since the signing of the Abraham Accords, and the hopes that others will follow suit.
We believe that normalization can and should be a force for progress, not only between Israel and Arab countries and other countries in the region and beyond, but also between Israelis and Palestinians.
The more of a successful UAE-Israeli relationship there'll be, that would not only encourage the region, but also encourage the Israeli people and the Palestinian people, that this path works, this path is worth not only investing in, but also taking the risk.
We are writing a new chapter in our history. There is an alliance of moderates focused on life, focused on hope, focused on optimism, focused on looking forward. I thank you both for this alliance, for the friendship we have. It is a source of hope for the whole world.
Yesterday, as we reported to you, Lapid met with U.S. Vice President Kamala Harris, whom he called one of Israel's best friends in Washington. He said, even when there are disagreements between us, I know that our goal is common, to see Israel strong, secure, prosperous. Adding, we also believe that Palestinians are entitled to quality of life, economy, education, and hope. Harris said of the meeting with Lapid, they discussed a range of issues, including the importance of advancing peace, security, and prosperity for Palestinians and Israelis. She stressed our commitment to Israel and its security is unwavering. Lapid also wrote of his meetings yesterday with congressional leaders, tweeting the participation of leaders from both parties represents the overwhelming bipartisan support for Israel and the special relationship between our countries in Congress. Well, Israel has a new Consul General in New York appointed by Lapid, Asaf Zamir, who has officially begun his term at the Consulate General of Israel in New York. Zamir previously served as tourism minister in Israel in the Knesset, part of Benny Gantz's Blue and White Party. He was also deputy mayor of Tel Aviv. Upon taking up the new role, Zamir said, there is no doubt that my goal is to keep Israel as a bipartisan matter and to work with both sides of the aisle. The post has been held by acting consul Israel Nitzan, who replaced Dani Dayan when he concluded his term last summer. Jewish actor William Shatner made history today. The 90-year-old, best known as Star Trek's Captain Kirk, became the oldest person to blast into space. This aboard a rocket built by Jeff Bezos' company Blue Origin. After the successful space flight today, Shatner told Bezos, it was so moving, this experience. It was something unbelievable. Taking a look now at our programming for tonight on JBS for Wednesday, October the 13th at 7 o'clock. American Jewish history professor Jonathan Sarna describes the early development of Jewish communities in America. At 8 o'clock, Robert Siegel is joined by Sarna, as well as Shuly Rubin Schwartz and Rabbi Elka Abrahamson, who weigh in on the latest Pew study of Jewish Americans. At 9, it's part 2 of Mark Golub's interview with Aryeh Green on L'chaim. At 10, JBS President Mark Golub presents a joyful Shana Tova greeting, thanking viewers for their constant support during his absence and announcing a new matching gift from Gloria Kaylie. Then at 10:30, it's Musica with Geva Alon. And coming up next, it's Thinking Out Loud. And that's the JBS News Update for Wednesday, October the 13th, 2021. I'm Teisha Bader. Stay healthy, stay well.